ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ओम सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तावत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः। ओम निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं वलं शुकमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्य किल शक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यान् हस्तचरण श्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं। समस्त देवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यो आचार्येभ्यो भक्तेभ्यो साधुभ्यो साधकेभ्यो तीर्थेभ्यो क्षेत्रेभ्यो शास्त्रेभ्यो नमः। परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रुतिमात्रे नमः। समस्त श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण आचार्येभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। सर्वेषां तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोध सिद्ध्यर्थं पुराण इतिहासोक्त भगवद् भागवत दर्शनानुग्रह अनुभवानंद प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक संस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं विश्वशांति कल्याण प्राप्त्यर्थं समस्त अरिष्ट दुष्ट शक्ति शांत्यर्थं च सनातन धर्म वैदिक संस्कृतेः साधकानां भक्तानां सेवकानां संस्थापकानां च बाह्य अभ्यंतर शत्रु निर्मूलन शक्ति साधना संपदा वाप्ति द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्य दिग्विजय प्राप्त्यर्थम श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण शास्त्रस्य दशम स्कंधस्य द्वादश स्कंधस्य पारायणम अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ पारायणं फ्रेंड्स, let us continue 14th chapter 40 of 10th skandha purvardham, where Akrura ji stuti. Here we will see today Akrura doing the stuti of all the 10 avatars of Bhagavan. Thereafter he tells about his own situation, position and his own antakarana, whatever, asks for the remedy by blessing him with the devotion, etc. It's a very enchanting, beautiful portion. Let us chant from verse number 16 to 30. Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagavata Mahapuranam Dashamaskandha Parayanam Uttarardham अथ चत्वारिंशः अध्यायः। श्री शुक उवाच ओम यानि यानि रूपाणि क्रीडनार्थं बिभर्षिः तैरामृष्टशुचो लोकाः मुदा गायन्ति ते यशः। नमः कारणमत्स्याय प्रलयाब्धिचराय च अयशीर्ष्णे नमस्तुभ्यं मधुकैटभमृत्यवे अकूपाराय बृहते नमो मंदरधारिणे क्षित्युद्धारविहाराय नमः सूकरमूर्तये नमस्ते अद्भुतसिंहाय साधुलोकभयावह वामनाय नमस्तुभ्यं क्रान्तत्रिभुवनाय च नमो भृगूणाम्बतये द्रुप्तक्षत्रवनच्छिदे नमस्ते रघुवर्याय रावणान्तकराय च नमस्ते वासुदेवाय नमः संकर्षणाय च प्रद्युम्नाय निरुद्धाय सात्वतां पतये नमः। नमो बुद्धाय शुद्धाय दैत्यदानवमोहिने म्लेच्छप्रायक्षत्रहन्त्रे नमस्ते कल्किरूपिणे भगवन् जीवलोकोऽयं मोहितस्तव मायया अहं ममेत्य सद्ग्राहः भ्राम्यते कर्मवर्तसो वर्त्मसु अहं चात्मात्मजागार धारार्थस्वजनादिषु भ्रमामि स्वप्नकल्पेषु मूढः सत्यधिया विभो अनित्यानात्मदुःखेषु विपर्ययमतिर्हि अहं द्वन्द्वारामस्तमोविष्टः न जाने त्वात्मनः प्रियं यथा बुधो जलं हित्वा प्रतिच्छन्नं तदुद्भवैः अभ्येतिं मृगतृष्णां वै तत्त्वत्वाहं पराङ्मुखः नोत्सहेऽहं कृपणधीः कामकर्महतं मनः रोद्धुं प्रमाथिभिश्चाक्षैः ह्रियमाणमितस्ततः सोऽहं तवाङ्घ्र्युपगतोऽस्मि असतां दुरापं तच्छाप्यहं भवदनुग्रह ईश मन्ये पुंसो भवेद्यर्हि संसरणापवर्गः त्वय्यब्जनाभसदुपासनया मतिः स्यात् नमो विज्ञानमात्राय सर्वप्रत्ययहेतवे पुरुषेशप्रधानाय ब्रह्मणेऽनन्तशक्तये नमस्ते वासुदेवाय सर्वभूतक्षयाय च ऋषिकेश नमस्तुभ्यं प्रपन्नं पाहि मां प्रभो इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायां दशमस्कन्धे पूर्वार्धे अक्रूरस्तुतिर्नाम चत्वारिंशोऽध्यायः। When did you join? Just now, or have you seen it earlier? Anybody answer? Hello? Did you see
I
it?
joined around 6:30, around 20, more than 20 minutes ago, 6:32.
But I joined right now, or I was there earlier?
No, you were not here. Just now you joined.
अरे क्या हुआ? ऑन नहीं हुआ, पागल है।
कुछ भी नहीं हुआ।
अయ్యయ్యో। So in this 40th chapter, small 30 sloka, but how beautifully Akruraji has done the Stuti of Narayana. We have seen the two portions yesterday. In the last portion, he will do the remembrance of Narayana of all his 10 avatars. Thereafter, he will tell about his own limitations and asks the Lord to bless. And very, very beautiful, as we are in our own minds right now, as representing us is the prayer of Sri Akruraji, worthy of pausing and then feeling that it is for us only. So, from the Shloka 16, yesterday we saw that. Again, we'll start from there. Sri Akrura Vacha, Sri Shukadeva Vacham. See, yesterday what was seen? Tvayi avyayatman purushe prakalpitaha lokaha sapalaha bahujiva sankulaha. Lokas, lokapalakas, in each of the lokas, so many jiva sankula. Oh Lord, they are all kalpita on you only. Like in the on the Udumbara tree, in that fig fruit, like this, so many jivas are inside the waters, so many of the unknown jivas to us. Not only that, in the forests and all caves, etc., if you go, we don't know when we are here, but then when we go there and see how many of the jivas that are there. In the same way, on our own body, so many microbes are there living comfortably. And also in the space also. Akash mein, all the time those Sukshma Kitanu, every one of them are there, unseen, unknown to us. The idea is what? Any number of jivas with their sthula, Sukshma, Karana, Upadhi, and the Chaitanya Pratibimbam in them, making them enlivened. All of that is projected only on you, O Lord. So, such a clarity Sri Akruraji has got about Bhagavan. Then now he takes up salutation karte hue all the avatars, simple, in half of sloka, one line. He says, Namaha Karanamatsya. O Lord, salutations to you. For a particular Karana, you took the Matsya Avatara, Pralayabdicharaya, and you are moving in the Pralaya Jaladhi till the new creation starts. You know, he was teaching to this Vaivastha Manu only all the great jnanam by being as a fish pulling the boat with all the ancient things and ingredients with his own tail. That we saw in the 8th skandha in the last. That Matsya Avatara. We have that Matsya Puranam telling us all this story as well as knowledge given by Lord Vishnu as Matsya to our this Shraddha Deva Manu. Who is this Vaivastha Manu now? Hmm. So to that Matsya Avatara Bhagavan, our salutations. Means even in Pralaya Kala also, we have to sustain the Jnanam and Dharmam. That is what is the lesson from that. Then higher, second one is what? Higher Shirshne Namastubhyam Madhu Kaitabha Marutyave. And all these Vedas were stolen by that Hayagriva named Asura. Sorry, Madhu Kaitaba Asura. Hayagriva बाद में. Madhu Kaitaba नामक Asuras they took away. Then Bhagavan taking the Hayagriva avatara finishes them, brings that Vedas and gives to Brahmadeva. That is why Adharam Sarva Vidyanam Hayagrivam Upasmahe. Jnananandamayam Devam Nirmalam Spadika Krutim Adharam Sarva Vidyanam Hayagrivam Upasmahe. That sloka we chant. Then Bhagavan Akuparaya Brahate Namo Mandara Dharine. So Akuparaya is the Kurma Bhagavan Avatara. Namaha. Salutations to you, Mandara Dharine. Such a huge Mandarachal Parvata he held on his back as a Kurma Rupa, allowed, supported all the Devadanava to do that Shirasagara Mathanam. They got the Amritam, but then from that only so many other things also came which were useful for the Rishis, Munis, for the Devatas, for the Manushas, for even the Asura, etc. So many of them came out of Mantarachala, out of Kshirasagara Matharam. Again, that also we saw in the 8th skandha. So, to that Kurmarupa, you, O Lord, salutation. So, Akrurji has no doubt. So, he is well informed by all his elders, etc., about Bhagavan's avatars in each of the yuga or time whenever required. And the most glorious, important are these avatars. Then he says, Shiti Uddhara Viharaya Namaha Sukara Murtaye. So, as a Sukara Rupa, Bhagavan is the one who went into the Rasatala and did the Uddhara of this Kshiti Bhumata. Now, such a huge earth, if Bhagavan has brought from this Rasatala waters, how big he must be in that avatar. How powerful he must be, strong he must be. And while bringing the earth only, that fellow came, Hiranyaksha, Bhagavan had to balance the earth and fight with him and finish. And bring the earth. See, such a huge avatar. So Prithvi Sthavana on the Jala, and it is a Sthana Dhanam for all the Jivas. We all have to stay. For us, we need an earth, therefore he brought. And that Earth Mata became little angry yesterday in that place. So such a powerful tremors and 20, how many times went on happening? Almost how many thousands the death toll risen. I was watching today, very frightening and painful to see. And how many jivas inside still are waiting for the help for someone to come and rescue them. Bapre. This is a mini pralayam. When the pralaya happens, it is like that. Earthquakes, tsunamis, thunders and lightnings, heavy rains unbroken for many years, some places forest fires, वो सब मिलकर होलसेल में पूरा प्रलय कर देता है. It's a pralaya vile tandam only there. You must have seen how the buildings collapsed and all. People are sleeping only. That's why that also is a grace in any way, in some way, that at that time happened because therefore nobody knows. Just they died. That they are dying also, they don't know, many of them. Vichitra Bhagavan ki Leela. By seeing all of that, we should see, accept Bhagavan's presence as well as what mistakes we are doing, we have to rectify all that individually, totally. So, in this way, the Varaha Avatara salutation is done. Here, Bhagavan brought that Bhumata from the Rasatala. Okay. Then, see, mm, in the bhumi we feel we have the waters, but actually no, because the water only bhumi is sustaining. From the technical logic, in the waters the bhumi is there, and it is brought up by Bhagavan. Again, there is Varaha Puranam talking about all other leelas along with this, and the Bhakti Jnana portions in that. We only have to find those Puranas and do the study of all of them. कहीं एक आश्रम में रहेंगे हम 2 साल, only Purana Patnam, no explanation, just read the meaning one by one, then we will know what exactly there in that Puranas. देखो भगवान कराए तो कराएंगे. Then नमस्ते अद्भुत सिंहाय साधु लोक भयावहा. Adbhuta Simha Roba, Bhagavan came and removed the bhaya of all the sadhus who were troubled by Hiranyakashipu. He troubled his own son only. He is a sadhu of all the sadhus. So there, Bhagavan's Karuna we can see, Ardha Manushya, Ardha Simha, peculiar Rupa he came to remove the sadhu loka bhaya by eliminating the bhaya karaka Hiranyakashipu. So in our life also, hey Bhagavan, take Nrsimha Rupa and remove all the negative gunas of power mongering or the bhoga adi, even tamaguna adi, because of which the sadhu prahlada sadhaka in us is not able to grow in the sadhana. आप उस हिरण्यकश्यपु जो अभी हमारे हृदय में राज्य कर रहा है, उसका छेदन भेदन करके अपने नखों से make Prahlada throned in the heart. Let the Prahlada devotee and Jnani express through me, O Lord. This way we can pray. So Nrsimha Bhagavan's prayer, our AKRURA ji has done. Then Vamanaya Namastubhyam. Salutations to the fifth avatara, Sri Vamana Bhagavana, Kranta Tribhuvanaya cha. What a beautiful thing. He came a small dwarf like size. Then, when he was given those 3 feet of land, how he grew to cross all the 3 worlds and gone up to even Brahmaloka also. Oh, after listening all these also, if you don't have that faith in Bhagavan and in his Shakti, it is only humiliation to insult to us only. हमारे दिमाग को ये इंसल्ट है और उससे हमको कोई फायदा ही नहीं होगा. We will never become devotee of God only. And that Vamana Avatar Prasanga, where he blessed everyone. बलि को भी bless किया, इंद्र को भी bless किया, सारे देवताओं को भी bless किया. Is it not very good? Only few of these Bali's Anucharas, they try to attack the Lord. Indra, they do some yuddha. That's it. Otherwise, it's a blessing avatara. Good. Vamana avatara. And we have seen in that avatara so many of the dana, the gunas, and all of that. Bhagavan came blessed all of them. So, Bolo Vamana Bhagavan ki jai. Then Namo Bhrugunam Bataye. In that Bhrugukula, Bhagavan came, Bhrugu Rishi Vamsha, as Jamadagni Putra Parashurama, Drupta Kshatravana Chide. Kshatravana, the forest of the kings, Drupta, who are filled with the Darpa, arrogance. Chide, with his axe, he has Parashu, he has done the Chedanam of all the trees. Druptavana Chide. Finished 21 times all. Nowadays so many machines have come to do everything. People have become so smart, intelligent. One of them is गन्ने का जब खेत हो जाता है ना, 1 मिनट में काट के दिखाया उसने पूरे हजारों गन्ने. 1 मिनट में बाद वो मशीन ऑन कर दी, वो गया जड़ से टक 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 काटते गया वो. When I was seeing that, I was remembering our परशुराम जी ओनली, कैसा उन्होंने ये क्षत्रिय रूपी दुष्ट राक्षसों का संहार किया. अब कल की भगवान को वही करना पड़ेगा. सो द्रुप्त क्षत्रवन शिदे. क्षत्र रूपी वन का छेदन किया जो क्षत्रिय लोग दर्पित थे, एरोगेंट. सो परशुराम भगवान की जय. देन नमस्ते रघुवर्याय, simple, Ravanantakaraaya cha. Lord Rama, who came, Loka Ravana, the one who was giving dukkha to all the lokas, that Ravana Bhagavan eliminated. In us also again the Ravana is there. We have to ask Rama to come and remove him. We are anyway studying Ramayanam. Then Namaste Vasudevaya. Salutations to Bhagavan Krishna. Nama Sankarshanaya cha. Salutations to Sankarshana Bhagavan. प्रद्युम्नाय अनिरुद्धाय. ये वासुदेव संकर्षण ही वो अभी वहाँ चैरियट में बैठे हुए हैं. प्रद्युम्न अनिरुद्ध विल कम. अभी भगवान का शादी नहीं हुआ. थ्रू रुक्मिणी भगवान विल हैव प्रद्युम्न देन अनिरुद्ध. दे आर ऑल इटर्नल powers or expression of Subnarayana, four of them, then taking care of the entire universe. That is well known much before Krishna Avatara and therefore familiar to our AKRURA ji. Thus he is taking all of them as one avatara and telling it. So that is the eighth avatara we can say. Then the ninth one is Namo Buddhaya. Salutation to Bhagavan Buddha, Shuddhaya. So pure with his karuna, compassion and all. Daitya Danava Mohine. Whoever the Daitya Danava are there, he just mesmerized them with his krupa, karuna, compassion, that they reduce their Daityatva and Danavatva. Later on now, the last avatara, which we are waiting for is Mlecha Praya Kshatrahantre Namaste Kalki Rupine. Salutations to Kalki Rupa Bhagavan, who will again eliminate the Kshatriyas who are the Mlecha only. Mlecha means those who have given up all Varnashrama Dharma, Adhyatmikata, living life barbarously with selfishness, Bhoga Pradhanata. They are called Mlecha. कोई भी कल्चर नहीं, कोई भी नहीं है, ऐसा जीना. ओ राजा पूरा ऐसे होएंगे तो लॉर्ड विल कम एज कल्कि एंड फिनिशेस देम इन दिस वे. म्लेच्छ प्राय क्षत्रहंत्रे नमस्ते कल्कि रूपिणे. So the time of Akrura when he was in Dwapara, the further avatars of Buddha and Kalki are future tenses only. For us now, Buddha is past tense, Kalki is future. Then now having this way saluted and giving us also a chance to remember and salute all the Dashavataras. Hey Bhagavan, hey Narayana, in any of the avatara required, come into my life and eliminate the non-positive completely and make me Shuddha, Bhakta, Sharanagata as well as the Jnani of oneness of Brahma Atma. Hey Bhagavan, please give us that Anubhuti to us, we pray. Now Akruraji talks about himself, his position and asks Bhagavan to bless. It is beautiful, like us only he is. उनके बात सुनते हैं तो लगता है हमारे बारे में कह रहे हो. Aham, he says, Bhagavan, O Lord, first he is telling in general. Then he will tell about himself. Jiva Loka Ayam, the entire world of Jiva, especially the human, Mohitaha, deluded, Tava Mayaya, because of your Maya only. And what is the expression of delusion? Aham Mama iti Asat Grahaha. The Asat Vastus of Panchakoshas, he held them with the two holds of Aham and Mama. पंचकोशों के प्रति अहंकार हो गया and with the Panchakosha toward everything of the world he is called as Mama. अरे भाई, he himself who is doing tadatmya with Panchakosha, that Aham itself is Mithya Aham, which is Chidabhasa only in the Aham Vritti. Then how he can have a Mama as a real? In fact, in truth, in reality, there is no upadhi to become jiva. Then there are no things towards which he can have mamata as if it is mine. Like I don't have mamata with my deha, I have ahanta. So to sarvam brahmamayam there at that time, there is no upadhi tadatmata with ahankara, thereafter having mamata with the things around. But we're all in that bhayankara moha of aham mama with the upadhis and anything in the world around. Jai Basakinihi जीव दोनों ने ही पूरे जीवन निकाय को अपने वश में डाला माया ने। टू दिस टू थिंग्स, मैं अरु मोरा तोरा तय, मैं मेरा तू तेरा, तुम तेरे आप का, दिस इज द होल माया। सो अहम ममेति असदग्राम कर्म फल इत्यादि, ये सब जीव का उपाधि तादात्म्य से होने वाला संसार। I don't know when we will have conviction of this knowledge and through sadhana transcend aham mama. Hey Bhagavan, please bless us. Let us first give up all the mama, then aham also, not through devotion or in discovering the Purna aham. The Purna aham is what is the topic I discussed in all our classes. All the 6 classes we are talking about the Purna aham Parabrahma only. अध्यात्म रामायण वही बता रहे, अब भागवत में वही, इसमें भी वही। सुबह के चारों क्लास उसमें वी आर स्टडिंग दैट उपनिषद और योग दर्शनम और द मुंडका वी स्टार्टेड तेलुगु न्यू, सो टू गीता फॉर दिस इज व्हाट ही सेज। देन he talks about himself now. Aham cha, oh Lord, I am no exception. I also am in delusion of aham mama, like us only. Atma means body, Atmaja means the children, Agara means the house, Dara, wife or husband, Artha, the wealth, Swajana, relatives and all, Adishu, towards all of them, Brahmami. I am also involved, rotating, wandering only in them, Swapna Kalpeshu. They are all like Swapna Samana only. Mudaha, deluded, Satyadhiya, टेकिंग दैट एज सत्यम। देखो एक श्लोक हम सबका ऑटोबायोग्राफी हो गया। टेकिंग ऑल ऑफ देम एज सत्य, इन द डेल्यूजन आई एम वॉन्डरिंग इन माई रिलेटिविटी ओनली, नॉट डिस्कवरिंग माई एज वेल एज देयर एसेंशियल नेचर। ऑल इज वन ट्रुथ ओनली, and that only everything other than me and me both are projected, and we are in that karma vartma supramami. Very important shloka. Do manana of this. Ahamcha atma atmaja agara dara artha swajanadishu brahmami. Is it not whole day what we are doing in the wanderings of all this relative life only? They are all swapna kalpeshu. One life में ही है बस खत्म, and also one period in our life. Really they are there only when we give so much value to it. Satya dhiyaha dhiya vibho. How much we take it as Satya. Bapre. Aha. And now the Yoga Sutra. Exactly avidya क्या है? Our AKRURA is quoting here. Excellent this one. What is avidya? Asmita Ragadvi Abhinishme. What is avidya? The definition, our Sutrakara Patanjali ji will tell us in our future classes. Here it comes. Anitya anatma dukkheshu. Those which are anitya, not eternal, anatma, not self, giver of dukkha, in that viparyamatihi. I have the viparyamati. Anitya ko nitya manna, anatma ko atma manna, दुख को सुख मानना, दिस कॉल्ड अविद्या। अनित्य अशुचि दुख अनात्मसु नित्य शुचि सुख आत्मख्याति ही अविद्या। वेरी क्लियर द डेफिनेशन। सो द इंद्रिय मन बुद्ध्यादि आर अनित्य and they are anatma, and they being jada praya, they are perishable, therefore they give dukkha only. But we think them as nitya, we want them to be nitya. We take them as an atma and we try to find sukha in them. इस गलत ख्याल को अविद्या कहते हैं, ख्याति बोलते हैं उसको। अनित्य अनित्य अशुचि दुख अनात्मसु नित्य शुचि सुख आत्म ख्याति, ख्याल ख्याति is called avidya. So I am in that avidya, O Lord. Then dvandva ramaha, then always being tortured by dvandva, by giving importance to dvandva. Outer dvandva and inner dvandva of all the raga, dvesha, kama, krodha, and shatru, mitra, jaya, aparajaya, labhani. In this I am lost. Dvandva ramaha, tamovishta, and intellect doesn't want to deeply study understand the one truth beyond all this Dvandva and Dvaita. Nishta na jane tvatmana priyam, and most dearest to me or loving me for my own welfare, that you, O Lord, I am unable to recognize you. Because I am lost in all the things said. Pakka our story only. The Lord who is giving us everything, ready to give mukti, ready to give his own anubhuti, ready to make us united with him, who can be more priya to us than the Lord? Who is loving us more than God in this world? Nobody. To such Lord who is loving us, giving us bhukti, ready to give mukti, sahajyam, etc. Na jane, we are not interested in him. And where are we? Dandva Ramaha Tamo Vishta. Reveling in the world of dualities, and please think about the truth, reality, God, all giver, be devotee. No intellect is not ready to listen, even understand. Akrurji is standing at our place and talking. And an example he gives, such a wonderful, I tell you. I want to talk this topic every day actually, because here is where our mistake is lying. Unless we know the mistake or disease, how can you take a treatment? Is it not? Ye wala. See the example. Yatha abudaha. Like an otherwise person, not Buddha, non-intelligent fellow, jalam hitva, giving up water, is very thirsty. Why he has given up the jala? Pratichannam tadudbhavaihi. Okay. That jala say he, that all the moss and all has come, and in that the water is covered. Only thing is, you'll have to just remove that. Tadudbhava moss. Shaivala, it is called in Sanskrit. Moss. Just that remove it, then you have such a fresh water to drink. He is lazy or uninformed that the water is there only behind that seeming moss. Instead of removing that moss and having the water, what is he doing without caring it? Abhyeti, he is running to quench his thirst for water. Where? Mruga Trushnam, why? Behind that, mirage water. What a perfect example, is it not? Water is here only, covered by the Shaivala. Remove it and drink. So the Shaivala are our Panchakoshas. Remove it, the drink is the our own Aham Brahmasmi Anubhuti. Ho gaya. Instead of detaching ourselves Panchakosha, discovering the real self, the Mruga Trishna is the whole worldly things and beings which are tempting us as if they can quench our thirst of desires and give us sukha. Running. One day that mruga भाग के पूरे हाथ पैर जल के उस डेजर्ट में वो मर ही जाता है. देख रहा है वो पानी है करके रनिंग. यू कैन इमेजिन द डियर्स पोजिशन. मृग तृष्णा इट्स कॉल्ड. तृष्णा से मृग जो है वो मृग मरीचिका भी कहते हैं, मरुमरीचिका. इन मरुभूमि और मरीचिका को पानी समझकर मृग भागता भागता तृष्णा बढ़कर मरता है. We are doing that only every day, running into the world instead of quenching our thirst. We are adding more desires only, more ashaye, more expectations only. And with this quantity of expectations and ashas and desires, we die only to take another birth to continue with the same stupid form. Instead of that, if we start removing the shaivala for the water inside, in this very life we may get the water of Brahmanubhuti and Moksha. If not, that effort continues. Even if we die in between, we will continue in the next birth, only continuing the sadhana. These three shlokas are very, very simple but direct, appealing to us. But it is because it's talking about us only. Are we not having the ahamta with the upadhis, mamata with all the people, and caught up in dvandvas, never ready in the intellect to listen the truth, tamonishtaha, dvandvarama tamonishtaha, then na jane to atmana priyam. The Lord who is ready to bless us, we are not going towards Him. Or the Lord as the self, recognizing with Him identity, we are liberated. Not interested in that. So, yata buddha example visa. Therefore, now again he, such a kind is Akruraji, representing all of us only, he pleads to God, says, Notsa eham krupana dhihi. My dhi is in such a karpanya sthiti of not able to think, understand, accept, and control the mana indriyadi to direct myself towards the Lord completely. That's the meaning of krupana dhihi. Ineffective, impotent, healthless, energyless, strengthless buddhi. Why is it so? Kama karma hatam manaha. Mind is hit by, killed by, attacked by, overpowered by kama and karma. And because of that, associated with that mind, the buddhi also krupan ho gaya. Therefore, no utsahe rodhum. That I am not able to have any strength to do the rodhanam, nirodhanam, morning class, yoga darshanam. What? Pramati vicha akshaihi riyamanam itastataha. I am not able to control the mind because buddhi is krupana one side. See, the point is what? Kama karma hatam manaha rodhum na utsahe aham. My mind, which is continuously attacked by avidya, kama, karma, avidya was explained in the earlier slokas. I am not able to stop it, control it, because the dhi is krupana, it is not studying shastra or understanding. Other side, pramadevecha akshaihi, hriyamana vidastata. The most virulent, powerful, aksha means all the indriyas are pulling this mind here and there. So the indriyas are pulling here and there. Buddhi has no shakti at all in that. Therefore, that mind which is hit by kama karma, I am now meant to control it and put it towards you, O Lord. So इस एक श्लोक में भक्ति भी आ गया, योग भी आ गया, ज्ञान भी आ गया, वैराग्य भी आ गया. Everything in that, if you want to clearly understand. And it is our own situation. Mind is every day kama karma. उसको रोक कर भगवान की तरफ ले जाओ. You try little bit, but then again the very power in indriyas pull us here and there. Or the buddhi is not so convincing, therefore we compromise. Like रात को सुबह उठेंगे वाला डिसीजन लेते हैं बुद्धि. सुबह उठते ही that moha of wanting to sleep. And also after eating heavy food, we say next meal I'll avoid it or I'll have very less. Or I will not take this or that. But then again the time comes, the powerful indriyas. Like indriyani pramathini haranti prasavam manaha, second chapter. Same Arjuna says in Chanchalam mana Krishna pramathi balavad drudam. The pramathi word used in second and sixth chapter is here also. Pramathi means pramathana shila. That pramathan karke, the Vishwarupi kamana only, the indriyas precipitate. Mana accepts, intellect obeys. We become kama karmi. That's it. And Gita, second chapter, the one who recognizes oneself with the Lord, he alone will find the Shanti, not the one who is habituated to kamana. See, Sashanti mapnoti na kama kami. 70th sloka. आपूर्यमाणमचल प्रतिष्ठम समुद्रमाप प्रविशन्ति यद्वत् तद्वत् कामायं प्रविशन्ति सर्वे स शांति माप्नोति न कामकामी. So exactly our own picture I feel, our अक्रूर जी. ये तो मेरा तो है, आपका I don't know. काम कर्म हतम मनः कृपण धीहि प्रमातिभि अक्षयैहि is so cerebral, such a mind, rodhum na utsahe. I am not able to fully bring it into my control. Power of Maya, power of avidya. Therefore, again and again, for surrender to the Lord, only for one reason, to make us go beyond this Maya, this avidya, this mamata, ahanta, vidya, upadhis. Else suffering. Don't think people with the riches, they are happy and all. They are only the money. Otherwise, their mind, the health, the relation, everybody dukhi hai. Don't think a person in power is happy. He has got only power. But continuous responsibilities to do works also. The oppositions always trying to pull them down. अरे बाप रे, कोई भी सुखी नहीं है इस जगत में, याद रखना. हो ही नहीं सकता. वो थोड़ा बहाना नाटक कर रहा है इन सम इंडल्जेंसेस एज ए वीर सुखी. अब पकड़ के पूछो, tell he will cry and tell all his miserable situations. Everyone has volumes of stories of misery to share with. That is inevitable because you have chosen to live as Jiva with Ahamta and Mamata with Dhaupadi, taking the world as real, running behind with Kama Karma. Hey, dekho, come out of all that, there's no dukkha. See Puja Gurudev and Mahatmas, they have transcended all that. They are there at the feet of the Lord, the lap of the Lord, in their own identity with the Brahma Tattva. No problem. So let us desire for Bhagavad Bhakti by His grace, desire for Jnanam and work for it. One day we will achieve it. That day will be the end of entire samsara. Then Saha Aham, such me, Tava Angri Upagata Hasmi, came to your feet now. Asatam Durapam, those are pure Asat and Nastika people. To them, reaching, remembering your feet itself is impossible. I have reached to that feet of you. Tacha apyaham bhavad anugraham anne. That also is your own anugrah that I could reach to your feet today. Pumsaha bhaved yari samsarana apavargaha. Tai abjanava sadupasanaya matisyatu. So, when the Pumsa is blessed by you, then only they will come out of the samsara and start becoming your devotee. So, bless me for that. We have to have the first prayers to the Lord to help us to come out of our too much involvement in the world, then the devotion. Through the devotion, slowly Bhagavad Mahima, Jnanam, and then the sadhanas of Bhakti Mukti. So, O Lord, bless me. Therefore, Namo Vijnanam Atraya, O pure consciousness, Lord, salutations to you. Sarva Pratyaya Hetave, cause for all the Pratyayas. Pratyaya means experiences, Anubhutis. Purusha Isha Pradhanaya, the one who is a Purusha, who is a Pradhana ka Ishwar hai, Prakriti ke Pradhan. Brahmane, you are pure Brahma, Ananta Shaktaye, your Maya is Ananta Shakti Vala. Then Namaste Vasudevaya. Salutations to Vasudeva, who stays everywhere. Sarabhuta Kshayaya cha, Bhuta means all beings in Pradaya Kala, and in particular general, all the Dushta Bhuta, the one who removes them, Kshaya Kala Rup mein. Hrishikesha, the one who is the Lord of Indriyas. Namatubhyam, salutations to you. Prapannam, I have surrendered to you. Pahimam Prabho, Meri Raksha Karo Prabho. What an excellent topic, no? Really wonderful. Good that we have started again one round of Dashamaskanda. नहीं तो हो गया करके साइड पे ही रख देते. I was feeling guilty in the beginning. यार स्टार्ट तो किया बट 12th स्कंद खत्म नहीं हो रहा है भाई. अब फिर लग रहा है कि वेरी गुड, नेवर माइंड, होने दो अपने टाइम पे. भगवान लीलास वी आर स्टडिंग. I am so contented and happy. I don't know about you. Some of you might be getting bored. You might have attended भागवत सप्ताह ये वो. आप तो फिर पूरे कृष्ण कथा को जानते हैं. कृष्ण आपके दोस्ती है, कृष्ण आपके घर में रहते होंगे. So you may be feeling bored, but I am feeling very delighted that we could see all that. In this way, this 40th chapter, Akrura doing Stuti ends. Yedi Srimad Bhagavate Mahapurane, Parabhamsam Samhidam Dasaskanda Purvardhe, Akrura Stutir Nama, Chatvarimsha Adhyayaha. Tomorrow, the stories. Bhagavan will be taken by Akrura ji to Mathura. He starts his leelas. वो पहले वो मालाकार से शुरू करते हैं, फिर जिसको ब्लेस करना है, जिसको खत्म करना है, he will not ask anybody's permission. He will just do that one. मास्टर ऑफ लाइफ द लॉर्ड कृष्णा, एक्सलेंट. वन अवतारा, ऐसा कोई हमारे दोस्त मिल जाए, मजेदार. इज इट नॉट वंडरफुल? वी विल सी दोस लीलास टुमारो. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम श्री कृष्ण शरणम मम, श्री भागवत शरणम मम, श्री सद्गुरु शरणम मम, श्री सूत शरणम मम, श्री शुकदेव शरणम मम, श्री व्यास शरणम मम, श्री नारद शरणम मम, श्री कुमार शरणम मम, श्री ब्रह्मा शरणम मम, श्री विष्णु शरणम मम, श्री परब्रह्म शरणम मम, श्री कृष्ण शरणम मम, शरणम मम, शरणम मम. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव ओम मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधव स्वर्गे सत्ये च कैलासे वैकुंठे नास्त्ययं रसः अतः पिबन्तु सद्भाग्याः मामा मुञ्चत करहिचित् ओं नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः. Friends, we are in the third chapter of our 12th skandha, Nirodha Ashraya skandha. Here, as asked by Parikshit ji, Shukdev ji is telling Yoga Dharmas, all earlier three yogas over, Kali Varnana he is telling, we need to know it only to become more careful. That was in future tense for them, but now for us it is present tense as well as going to be future tense. So, knowing that it's going to happen preventively more and more when we become spiritual, even though yoga becomes worst in Kali, yet we can be saved and protected. Like in that big building collapses also in Turkey, Syria, some people were saved. You know that football player, somebody was, he was brought alive out of the debris. One of the ex-football, some player of the volleyball, जो भी है, वहाँ जो भी खेलते हैं. In the Kaliyuga also we can be safe if we can do our sadhanas. So this portion should inspire us to take that initiative and protect ourselves for ourselves, by ourselves, from our own selves and also from the Kali. वैक्सीन लिया तो कोरोना ने टच नहीं किया उनको, इम्यूनिटी बढ़ाया किसी ने, उसको भी टच नहीं किया. So too we have to be. Viveka Vairagya are the immunities, Bhakti Jnana are the vaccines. ले लो तो we are safe. Kaliyuga Lakshanas. And we should help somehow, whatever we can do in eradicating this Dushta Kali. In even little you do. Like in that, the Kaliyuga can be compared with the Turkey and Syria Bhukampa. Everywhere Taba. Yet, anywhere you do even little, that little itself is a help. एक जगह एक कोई बंदे को बचाया, वही हेल्प है वहाँ. How many? They say 7,500 buildings collapsed. Not a small number it is. In Kali also, the world will be like that only. Everywhere the crimes, criminality going on, corruptions, immoralities, unethics, or at any place, little we can support in positive, our job is done. याद रखना, सब कुछ करने को भगवान ही आ सकते हैं, हम नहीं. लेकिन जो कुछ हम कर सकते हैं हमें करना. Remember Hanumanji bringing big mountains to bridge that bridge to go to Lanka. That small squirrel giving some sand. Quantitatively different because capacity, but qualitatively both are same. Both are equally rewarded. Same way, let's not worry about quantity of the seva we can do. Quality pehle. We should do even at least little of the seva, go on doing. सेवा करना इंपॉर्टेंट है कली में, इन एलिमिनेटिंग कली दुर्गुणास and replacing them with the sadgunas. See, when the Satyayuga is there will be one or two chor. They will be waiting for the occasion. When the occasion comes, they become the pioneers for destroying everything by creating other yugas. So too, in the Kali Yuga, there are some honest people of spirituality. When the Satyayuga has to come, they become the pioneers. They become the supports are the beginners. You and I should become that. Our masters, gurus ask that only from us. सत्ययुग के पुनः स्थापना के लिए हम सब खंबे होकर खड़े होना. Why not? Joyful. Anyway, कर्ता बनकर कुछ कर्म तो कर ही रहे. Why not do this सत्कर्म? Apart from our own inner jnanam that we are this self and also our devotion to the God. तीनों ज्ञान भी करें, भक्ति भी करें, सेवा भी करें इस तरह से. So yesterday we have seen up to 31 slokas. From 32 we have to do. Chant from 31. Om Sri Krishna Vara Brahmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagavata Mahapurana Shastram. Dvadasha Skandaha. Abhasasya Yatasthadhyavasiyate. Sahasreya Param Brahma. Paramatmeti Shabdyate. Athatrutiyodhyayah. Sri Shukha. From the verse 31 से पढ़ो. यस्मात् क्षुद्रदृशो मर्त्याः क्षुद्रभाग्या महाशनाः कामिनो वित्तहीनाश्च स्वैरिण्यश्च स्त्रियो असतीः दस्योत्कृष्टा जनपदाः वेदाः पाषण्डदूषिताः राजानश्च प्रजाभक्षाः शिष्णोदरपराद्विजाः अव्रतावटवो अशौचाः भिक्षवश्च कुटुम्बिनः अपस्विनो ग्रामवासा न्यासिनोत्यर्थलोलुपाः ह्रस्वकाया महाहार भूर्यपत्यागतहर्यः स्त्रियः कटुकभाषिण्यः चौर्यमायोरुसाहसाः पणयिष्यन्ति वै क्षुद्राः किराटाः कोटकारिणः अनापद्यपि मंस्यन्ते वार्तां साधुजुगुप्सितां पतिं त्यक्ष्यन्ति निर्द्रव्यं भृत्या अपि अखिलोत्तमं भृत्यं विपन्नं पतयः कौलं गाश्च अपयस्विनीः पितॄन् भ्रातॄन् सुहृत् ज्ञातीन् हित्वा सौरत सौहृदाः ननन्द्रौ स्याल संवादाः दीनाः स्त्रैणाः कलौ नराः शूद्राः प्रतिग्रहीष्यन्ति तपोवेशोपजीविनः धर्मं वक्ष्यन्ति अधर्मज्ञाः अधिरुह्य उत्तमासनं नित्यमुद्विग्नमनसः दुर्भिक्षकरकर्षिताः निरन्ये भूतले राजन् अनावृष्टिभयातुराः वासोन्नपानशयन व्यवायस्नानभूषणैः हीनाः पिशाचसन्दर्शाः भविष्यन्ति कलौ प्रजाः. This much only we will see today. कलेर्दोषनिधे राजन् अस्ति ह्येको महान् गुणः कीर्तनाद् एव कृष्णस्य मुक्तसङ्गः परं व्रजेत कृते यत् ध्यायतो विष्णुं त्रेतायां यजतो मखैः द्वापरे परिचर्यायां कलौ तत् हरिकीर्तनात्. इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायां 12 स्कन्धे तृतीयोऽध्यायः. I just chanted last 2 slokas because they talk about the remedy for the Kaliyuga. कोई ऐसे कली के दुर्गुणों से क्लास या पाठ खत्म क्यों करे, इसलिए. Now we have seen yesterday Shudra Drushaha. Their visions are very narrow, very selfish only. That also Sthula, only at the Annamaya Kosha level. Annamaya Kosha level, Bhoga and one's own selfishness. That type of vision in the intellect is called Kshudra Drushti. Doesn't want to go even to the Manomaya level, nor he wants to rise above the outside Bhoga through the charities, etc. Nor he want to expand his identity beyond his selfishness, even his own near and dear ones. That type of Drushti is Kshudra Drushti. The typical daughters-in-law of modern life, you can see them. बस उनका मेकअप चाहिए, उनको अपना पैसा चाहिए, उनको अपना खुश खाना चाहिए, बस अपने बच्चों को देख ही रहे हो, सासू माँ को देखना पड़ेगा. वो husband long back only she stopped taking care of him. You know, anything at home she will only have to eat. All servants do seva only to her. A peculiar mad type of misguided daughters-in-law by the mothers. आजकल दिखते हैं, you know all that. That is the example. बढ़िया example मिला मेरे को, क्या करूं? शुद्र दृष्टि. They can't expand their drushti beyond that, their selfishness. Second one, Martyak Shudra Bhagyaha. Very less fortunate. Very less. Shudra Bhagya. Because अच्छा ज़्यादा पुण्य करो तो लगातार भाग्य रहेगा. Here Shudra Bhagya means what? Bhagya for less time, that also in one particular thing. By the time he enjoys it, other thing goes away. Shudra Bhagya मतलब वो है. I told you like this, no? घर बनाया बट कहीं ना कहीं लीक हो रहा है. वो बढ़िया प्रॉफिट्स आ गए बट आईटी का राइड हो गया. क्षुद्र भाग्य, खुश हो गए, सोच ही रहे, immediately some dukha comes. Thank God I'm happy, at least out of hospital I came. घर आते फिर फिसल जाते, back to hospital. क्षुद्र भाग्य, मतलब बढ़िया सा खाना खा रहे, तुरंत मिर्च लग जाते मुंह में, फिर जलन जलन. यू अंडरस्टैंड? 1 सेकंड के लिए खुशी मिल गया, दोस्त तो सोच ही रहे हैं, सडनली उसको और एक उठा के ले, उड़ा के लूट के ले जाएगा बस. You think you have a good servant to help you? Somebody else will see that is honest fellow, they take away. क्षुद्र भाग्य, 5 दिन काम करके चला गया. कम समय की खुशियां, क्षुद्र भाग्य हम सब. वेरी लेस पैशन, लिटिल एक जगह मिला तो दूसरी जगह नहीं, और ये भी नॉट फॉर लॉन्ग टाइम. वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. क्षुद्र भाग्या महा अशनाः. Such a funny thing. All tapasyas, control of food, all that gone, they become too much of consumerism. That's why I told you, so much of eateries are there means how much people have become ashanagrasta, held by the graha of the ashana. Bas, maha ashana. There's no time, no discipline, nothing. सुबह 6 बजे उठकर खाएंगे, 9 बजे खाएंगे, 12 बजे खाएंगे, 2 बजे, 4 बजे, फिर शाम को 6, रात को 10, फिर 12 बजे. Oh, बाप रे, the people, Mahashana. In that also, variety of food they want, various tastes, colors, all that they want, quantity-wise they want, and frequently they want. Again, for this, a typical example is a huge meetings happening in any committee, bug meeting. लगातार खाना तो सप्लाई करते ही रहना चाहिए. And other example is of rice घरों में शादी. See, the other day when we were seeing the शादी of a cricketer with some filmy star की वो जो भी है, it is said 1,000 crores he has spent on the marriage. ऐसा न्यूज पढ़ा मैं. 1,000 crores का 1 करोड़ ही ज्यादा है, 1,000 भी हो, 100 भी हो, for the food and all that. महाशना. And how many people have eaten, जिसमें जो भी है. See, खाना भी एक विष होता है, खाना भी एक शत्रु होता है. If we eat lavishly, just like not having food is a problem, overeating also is problem. Not only for the health, and the consumerism leads to all problems, but the mind is lost only in Annamaya kosha. We cannot rise above it towards the higher sadhanas. We can't rise above. Remember, at one age, slowly solid diets कम करके liquids बढ़ाना है, और ऐसे खाना जो कम खाने से ज्यादा एनर्जी मिलता है वो खाना चाहिए. वो सेम फूड विच वी आर ईटिंग राइट फ्रॉम यंग एज, अब राइस चावल रोटी खाते जाओ, वो हजम होगा नहीं, वो भी रहेगा, नींद आएगा, यू कैन नॉट डू एनी ऑफ योर सेवा एंड साधना. थक जाता है शरीर में. दिस टाइप ऑफ स्पिरिचुअल प्रॉब्लम विल बी देयर विथ महा आसना. महा मीन्स एक्सट्रीम, आसना मीन्स ईटिंग्स. And added to this, the modern parents, grandparents, make that fellow eat like a buffalo. Anything asked, given. मैं तो कहता हूँ, teach your children to be fasting 1 day at least a week. And tell them to avoid few things. Give them trainings of, ऐसा ला, 1 महीने तक no coffee, tea. 1 महीने तक no sweet at all. 1 महीना only no oil at all. No salt. Let them know the value of those things, value of the senses, and that helps. Today's only health principle is what? Eat less, because all these are because of overeating. जो बंदा कम खाने का सीखता है ना, सबसे खुशी किस्मत वो है, because he will be healthy. और काम धंधा तो करते भी नहीं आजकल, खा के सोते हैं, टीवी के सामने बैठते हैं, all the diseases come. Like you don't clean that house, slowly the cobwebs come. Same way, if you are seated like buffalo after eating food, all the durgunas as well as the rogas will come. Like you don't clean the house, all the insects जैसे आते हैं, these bodily and mental negativity center our body. Therefore, in this yoga, eating less seems to be the principle. We have to learn it. And energy is being wasted because of unwanted indulgences. उसको रेफ्रेन करने से एनर्जी मिल जाता है. Third type of generating energy is sufficient nidra. Nowadays, another problem is lack of sleep. Because of the TVs, because of all the nonsense, people are not even having sufficient nidra. Many are victims of that. The IT में इधर उधर. Not only that, अब आए ऑफिस से 8 बजे, अब खाकर 12 1 2 बजे तक टीवी देखना, सुबह भागो फिर ऑफिस, दिन भर. This personality human is tortured only in Kali Yuga. Excessive food, the wrong food, many times food, too much of indulgences in the objects or enjoyments, workaholic, ऐसे. नहीं तो निद्रा वाले. देखो हमको लाइफ समझ कर ना सब जगह बैलेंस करना होता है. दैट इज व्हाट टेक्स लॉट ऑफ टाइम. सम लाइव्स इट टेक्स दैट ऑल्सो. गुरु ऋषियों की कृपा से पता चलता है कि 24 घंटे का दिन हाउ टू स्पेंड फॉर द मैक्सिमम बेनिफिट विथ मिनिमम रिस्क्स और ट्रबल्स. इफ वन डे वी कैन कॉन्कर, द लाइफ इज कॉन्कर. भगवान प्लीज ब्लेस अस विद दैट विजडम that we make such a schedule which is so beautiful and we stick to that without compromising. Some of us make it, but there are always compromises. We are so weak in our commitments. Anybody can force us for some obligation, we give up all our commitments. ऐसा नहीं, बस मेरा जिंदगी में साधना है, बाढ़ में जाए दुनिया, अपने को अपना साधना में लगे रहना. हो चुका है, जितना करना था कर दिया. Don't go always by the philosophy, Swamiji, karma yoga ही साधना है. So the other day our elders, he called me and he was telling, Swamiji, एक महात्मा जी ने मुझे कहा कर्म ही तुम्हारे साधना. वो तो भगाने के लिए कहा आपको, पर उसको पकड़ कर even at the age of 80, 90, not sitting quietly doing japa dhyanam, है ना, थोड़ा सा देख लेते हैं हम. So Mahasana took lot of time. Then Kaminaha, not in the eating, the kama, the lust. Whole that money, enjoyments, lust is ruling the whole world. Bhoga Pishachi, Krodha Pishachi, Asha Pishachi, and Kama Pishachi. These 4 Pishachis are ruling the whole earth now. Only spirituality, excessive means required amount, can curtail, control, curb these Pishachis. Bhoga Pishachi, Krodha Pishachi, Asha Pishachi, greed wala. Bhoga is enjoyment of everything in general. Kama Pishachi is the lust and all. Whole world is so much. The subtle, if somebody can video the ether, the subtle world, it is million times devastated than this Turkey, etc. So much, very powerful. Thousands and thousands of gurus and yogis are trying to re-establish all the beauty and dignity of human life and global. Subtly the work is going on. You don't know that. How many gurus, mahatmas are trying. We have to become conscious of it. If we cannot help in positive, at least we can help by not adding to the negative. इतना तो हम कर सकते हैं. So he says kaminaha. Kama. Then vittahinaha cha. As I told you, vittahina is not only having money, है लेकिन इतना ज़्यादा expenses. Therefore, always the face of daridrata. Vittahinaha. Then swairinyaha striyaha. When it comes to women folk, they are swairini. See, whether it is man or woman, the swairita, swechacharata, and being bound is internal. Inside, we have to be bound to our rules, regulations, disciplines. And for that, outside, you surrender to somebody whose orders you obey. Both of them are in your own interest. Outside, nobody you should be controlled by. Inside, also, your mana is not in regulation. Then it will go into Hawaii. You cannot pull it back. अब मेरे मन में क्या चल रहा है किसको क्या पता. Swarini means this type of indisciplined and unregulated thinking in the mind inside. And when in the mind you have thought over, who can stop you in doing it outside? So striyah swairinyah striyah asatihi. Nobody can tell them, control them. Neither father nor husband nor anybody can. Nobody should command your marriage. And don't you see that? Terrible it is. Striya Sairini Asati means what? Asati means what? The Sat karma her of taking care of the family, etc. gone. Swairini means instead of that, going to all kitties, clubs, and every nonsense. On whatever the pretext. You may argue and fight. The men are doing, why can't we do? Men are Beokuf. You want to be Beokuf? So the meaning of these sentences are like that in the modern world. Swairini. They are also addicted to the drinks and all nonsense. Oh, Bapare. Everywhere that Kali has Bhayankara Roop they enter kiya. They want full freedom, nobody should. In that Swairinitva, they also want to be educated, they want to get the job, and they will also go for work. And in the workplace, what is nonsense culture? Everything. That's called Swairinitva. Whether man or woman, we should never find never desire for this type of destroying freedom. We should always be bound. It is better to suffer bondage rather than suffering worst because of so-called freedom. Like we are all suffering the bondage every day of four classes. मेरे को तो 6 classes. It is suffering. It is a bondage. Definitely. नहीं तो ये सब कुछ है ही नहीं मानो आराम से खा पी के मैं भी सो सकता हूँ सबके तरह. But then is this bondage, though suffering, 9 hours talking or 8 hours, is it not protecting us? This is called self-accepted self-control or discipline for protecting oneself from one's own mind and Kali. See, how much ever we are trying our sadhana, remember we are also part of this terrible Kaliyuga only. You cannot take for granted anything. It is always better to be bound to the Guru, bound to your own disciplines, to the parents. उसके अलावा कोई बचाव नहीं है अपने आप का. कलयुग में ना मन में कली पहुंच जाता है ना, हाँ फिर बचाव नहीं हो सकता, फिर बाहर से बचाना पड़ेगा. बाहर का बचाव है our the gurus and our surrender to them. Life should be lived only at the feet of the Guru who is guiding us spiritually. And for sustenance, whatever is required, that much work we do outside, that's all. ऐसे ही जीवन सेफ रहेगा इस भयंकर कली में. It's all like when it's terrible cold of -2 degrees. Just going to office and coming and staying at home, don't you do? If you take risk and go in that cold winter, मर ही जाएंगे सर्दी से. Just like that is Kali Yuga. Yuga is like that. And we have to protect ourselves. You can't justify also युग ऐसे है कि इसलिए मैं भी बुरा हूँ. Such person is not a spiritual person, no? People can justify युग ऐसा इसलिए मैं ऐसा हूँ. अब उसको कोई बात नहीं करेगा उससे. And we take responsibility of our own evolution and also supporting the world. To those people, all these thoughts are appealing, meaningful. So, this is what is. Then next one. So, 32 shloka. Dasyu utkrishtaha janapadaha. Dasyu utkrishtaha. Dasyu means dacoits. Utkrishtaha janapada. In all the janapada, people are the dasyus. Cheaters, looters, plunderers. In those days we can see, तलवार वगैरह ले आके उसको दिखा कर. Now later on वैसा वो घोड़े पे आकर बंदूक पे. और nowadays online cheating, trading, every way. See, डकैती करने के लिए टेक्निक्स भी बदल रहे हैं, लोग बदल रहे हैं, लेकिन the trade is continuing. So जनपदाः दस्युत्कृष्टाः. माया नगरी हर जगह पे है ना. वेरी डेंजरस. 100 रुपए का माल हो 1000 बोलेगा वो 10 गुना ज्यादा. एंड इफ यू पे 1000 ही टेक्स ऑल्सो बेशर्मी से हो. दस्यु मत दैट वन. इट इंक्लूड्स एवरीथिंग. दस्युत कृष्णा में इन दैट गिविंग राइट फ्रॉम द घोटालों से लेकर के क्या कहते हैं, डुप्लीकेट माल बेचना, मिलावटी वाला बेचना, by any means trying to plunder, loot others' wealth is called dasyu. Means can be thousands. Everybody is intelligent in their own way to cheat. अब ऑटो वाला मीटर भगाएगा, टैक्सी वाला, आजकल ये ओला वाले भी 3 बार हुआ मेरे को। आई नो इट वोंट कास्ट मोर देन 80, ही चार्ज 280 अब मैं दे दिया, मैं क्या करूं? How they are doing, I don't know that. What is the तालमेल between them and those people? ओला या उबर जो भी था, वो डर रहे हैं, बाहर जाना है तो डर। दस्युत्कृष्टा आइटम रिमेन सिंपल, बट उसको ऐसे वैसे पैक वैक करके 100 रुपए का, वो भी फिर 500 रुपए का कीमत, इसका दस्यु ओनली। देन आई टेल यू वन इंपॉर्टेंट, एक तरफ दस्यु इज व्हाट, ट्रेड वाला, दूसरा वाला क्रिमिनल वाला। क्रिमिनल वाला कम होता है, लेकिन ट्रेडिंग वाले में ऑल दैट इज बिकॉज ऑफ आवर ओन ग्रीड। आई टोल्ड यस्टरडे, इफ आई लर्न टू लिव इन लिमिट्स व्हाट इज रिक्वायर्ड फॉर माय सर्वाइवल, नोबडी कैन चीट मी। When I need, when that greed based हो जाता है लाइफ, we are giving chance to others to cheat us. Need based रहे तो प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं है। Slowly the people will go back to that life only. ऊब जाएंगे ऐसे धोखे खा खा के हर जगह पे। अब जहाँ है वहीं दाल रोटी खाना, वो स्थिति आएगा। It started with that only. Earlier time दाल रोटी खाओ, प्रभु के गुण गाओ, हो गया। सबसे शांति उसी में है। दस्युत्कृष्टा cheaters. Anything you buy, cheating. Anywhere you go, cheating. You know? बाहर 30 रुपए कॉफी, एयरपोर्ट में जाओ 300 रुपए, बट बोलते आई हैव टू पे फॉर ऑल दैट, यू हैव टू पे टू मी। इंटेलिजेंट फेलो अपने घर चाय का बना, मैं तो एरोप्लेन में अपना खाना ले जाता हूँ। उपमा वहाँ 400 रुपए, मेरे को 20 रुपए में बन जाते हैं। लोगों का दिया हुआ है ना, फिर वी कांट वेस्ट। अब जाना तो है ऐसे जरूरत के हिसाब से। So Dasyutkrishtaha means like that you can have. You know, all the budget given for different departments eaten away by the leaders and all. In government offices, the government resources are taken away. Even private firm maybe they have their own way of everything it is. Sample sales करेंगे, वो भी दस्यु हो गया। अब क्या बताऊं, you all know it more than me. दस्युत्कृष्टा, दस्यु में ये भी होता है कि दूसरे का जगह का जमीन को हड़प लेना, you know, and then लोन के बहाने लोगों को फंसाना। These are all the dasyu only. People are so much bhoga minded, therefore they want lot of money. They are not seeing is it fair or foul means. Fair mean की बात ही नहीं, I need money for that. Any foul, which foul method I can follow, that is what they are looking out. And those who are not that much intelligent or smart, they are crushed only. Good people crushed and die, but their goodness protects them in the next life. That's it. अब क्या करें? Like that you can think. Dasyutkrishtaha janapadaha. The next one is very powerful. Vedaha pashanda doshitaha. Entire Veda Vidya, Veda Marga is totally polluted by the interpolations or misinterpretations of Pakhandis. It has got again so many ways of saying. The two biggest Pakanda Dushana is, one Pakanda Dushana is the Max Muller's writing commentary on our Vedas. Those stupid fellows have misinterpreted more on the quoting of the proper explanation, the Sara of the Vedanta, they have not given there. Those who studied, they know it. This is one type of Pakanda Dushanam. Second Pakanda Dushana is talking Vedas but not living up to it. Second Pakanda Dushanam. Third Pakanda Dushanam is what? All the Avaidika Samskritis overpoweringly influencing, either by threatening, like this one religion, or by cunning way of conversion. With them, the Vedas are दूषित हो गए। वेदा दूषण होना मतलब we lost sight of the Vedas. हमको वेदों का नाम तक नहीं पता भी। फिर उसमें विषय क्या है? Whereas we are being Sanatana Dharmi, all the four Vedas with every of its portion, at least a bird's eye view you should have. But out of 140 crores of India, 40 crore निकाल दो, 100 crore है Hindus. How many of us know the Vedas? Pakhanda Dushita means people who have become materialistic and all. They say all Veda Jnana is for that time, अभी नहीं चलेगा. अब तो फिर नया रिलीजन, खाओ पियो मरो, उसके लिए कुछ भी करो. न yajnas are done, no varnasana achara are done, nor the pure Vedanta knowing for tattva is used. This called as Veda becoming pakhanda doshita. Other thing is what? Pakhanda study Veda for their own selfish purposes, and the non-existing negativities of that they point out. There are 2-3 people, rascals, useless fellows. They study our own Vedanta Shastra to find the faults in that. Vedanta को या वेद का हो, पुराण इतिहास, हिंदुइज्म को पढ़ते हैं, उस पे faults ढूंढने के लिए. राक्षस लोग in so many ways दूषित हो जाता है. Pakhandi, the main meaning of Pakhandi is the one who is only भोगा आसक्त वाला है, उसको पाखंडी कहते हैं. उसको कोई ये रूल्स रेगुलेशंस, that which is not seen, which is beyond, you will not believe that. Nastik or Pakhandi are same. Whatever I see, that alone asti. What is I am seeing is our Shabda Sparsha Sagandha. I enjoy it. For that I need money. I will beg money. If they don't give, I will borrow. If they don't give, I steal. If they don't give, I will kill. What is in front of me, what is directly experienced by me, that alone is asti. Beyond the Swargadi, Narakadi, Adhyatmika Sadhana Adi, Pragati Adi, they are not seen, therefore Nasti. ऐसे पाखंड ये वेदों को, श्रुतियों को, स्मृतियों को दूषित करते. Pakhandi also are those pseudo-secularists. For the sake of the power, they don't allow the Sanatana Dharma to come up. Our own Hindus, they go to temple, they put all that. For their own personal power, they pray to the Lord. Once they come to the power, the same Lord and Sanatana Dharma, they keep aside to make some other people happy. That is called Pakhand. See? You know, पाखंडी. पावर मन में आ जाता है ना, पाखंडता आ जाता है. In that, unknowingly we become the cause of destruction of our own Sanatana Dharma. It's the biggest danger. Now some are very sensitive. I should not talk on this dais. Very sensitive. हमको फिर देखना ही होता है, हम कुछ कर ही नहीं सकते. Very funny things. The 3 things which are I should not say all that. Controversial ऐसा हो जाते हैं. For the sake of power, I have hinted. You understand what it means. People becoming pakhandi. They come to power on the name of Hinduism only. After coming on to that, they take money from all the Hindu temples and all. And another side, they try to suppress Sanatana Dharma only. Veda Samskriti ko. Pura. Very dangerous. और देखो, कोई जगह पे ना जानते हुए कुछ कर भी नहीं सकते. अब कहाँ शक्ति है हमको करने को? We only pray to God. Hey Bhagavan, please see to it that our Vaidika Samskriti, Sanatana Dharma is fully spread throughout the universe. That's what we are doing in all our 6 classes. This is what the most we can do. Because when we are doing all the Shastra Adhayanam, one or other Devatas come. So we pray to them, hey Bhagavan, iska punya pura le lo, Sanatana Dharma ko bachao. Doesn't matter, हमारा साधना आगे भी नहीं जा रहा है, कोई नहीं, धर्म को रक्षा करो. साधना क्या होएगा 1000 जन्म के बाद, बट धर्म इज इंपॉर्टेंट. सनातन धर्म, वेद धर्म. वेदाः पाखंड दूषिता. दिस हेतुवादी जो होते हैं ना, डेंजर होते हैं एक स्थाई पे. And the people as they grow in age, if they don't do the practice of Sanatana Dharma, the beautiful joy of it doesn't come. But they were going on talking only without practicing. A type of boredom comes. Then they start talking generally. That all religions are one, all that is one. अरे ऐसे कर करके ना सत्यानाश किया अपने हिंदुइज्म को. उस हिंदुइज्म को रीस्टार्ट करने के लिए तुम आए और तुम खुद ही अब ऐसे बोलने लगे. वेरी विचित्र दिस जगत. वेरी फनी. I am tempted to tell those 4 examples, but I am restraining. है ना, बाकी और कभी बता देंगे. Then this most painful is this Vedaha Pakhanda Dushitaha. Thank God Bhagavan has given us the responsibility of studying our Vedanta Granthas, Upanishad Granthas. कम से कम हम तो उस पर सत्संग तो कर रहे हैं, इतना हमसे यही हो सकता. We respect our Vedas. We study them, we chant everyday Veda mantra. Tomorrow you will see in the Manomaya Kosha how the mantras are nothing but direct expression of Bhagavan through the mind. Very powerful thing tomorrow in Upanishad Bhashyam you are going to study. And that's why Bhagavan is making us chant every day Veda mantra. हो गया. Then Rajanaha cha Prajabhakshaha. The kings are only Prajabhaksha. You have seen in Kerala, in Sri Lanka, the names thoda different hai. Rajabhaksha, Prajabhaksha वो सब. पूरा, the country got freed from those people, but not from the poverty. Yesterday was the statement. So राजानस्य प्रजाभक्षाः, प्रजाओं का भक्षण शोषण करने वाले राजा लोग. Instead of taking care of them as children, राजा के लिए प्रजा संतान होता है, प्रजा के लिए राजा पिता समान. राजानः च प्रजाभक्षाः. How much they take away money. अरे हॉस्पिटल में इधर उधर जो गया हुआ बजट को खा लेते हैं, किसानों को दिया हुआ खा लेते हैं. प्रजाभक्ष हो गए, बेचारे मर रहे वहां. प्रजाओं का पैसे खाना ही प्रजाओं को खाना है. प्रजाभक्ष मतलब मनुष्यों को खाने वाले राजा बने. You know that cannibals in type, मतलब मार के नहीं और क्या चाहिए, अब इतना पैसे खा रहे हो तो. Our country last some 8-9 years थोड़ा इस केस में थोड़ा सा सेफ है. But if you don't elect that type of same people, if you give chance again to others, you will never reinstate India back to glory. याद रख लेना इसको. We are enjoying a good period of history where the Shiva Mandir, Ram Mandir, Krishna Mandir happening. India is praised all over the world. Indian economy is stable. Everybody is looking up to us. Self-respect is growing. Our Indians are respected everywhere. Every country देखो, US कहते हैं इतने लाखों को हम इस बार वीसा देंगे इंडियंस को. It's a golden period for India. But these other parties, oppositions, ये वो power mongers and all, you know, ये kalika. You should not support them mentally also. And those who are in power, they should continue to be non-corrupt, continue to be sevak and deshabhakt. Parties remain same. The leaders change. It depends on the leader. Whoever comes with whatever, really Deshabhakt आ गया तो any party will serve the country in right perspective. अब वे लोग देश का meaning ही नहीं है बस, and how can they be leaders? In this way you have to be very careful of not giving chance to the Raja to become Prajabhaksha. Here Raja includes highest post laker, whoever thinks he is Raja. In a village, a small government office, it itself is Raja there. If he is not taking care of things properly, remember, Prajabhaksha includes not doing justice even on time, not giving facilities on time is also Prajabhaksha. Not only eating their money on the name of taxes and budget is sanctioned, but where the money is going, nobody asks. कोई पूछेगा नहीं. That is one Prajabhaksha, but justice delayed also Prajabhakshanam. The law and order or internal security, home ministry, ये सब proper नहीं है, that also Prajabhakshanam. Raja need not directly do Bhakshanam. When the other fellow is doing Bhakshanam, if he is not controlling that also Neram or the crime belongs to Raja only. खुद नहीं करना, दूसरों को करने नहीं देना, प्रजाभक्षणम. Then Rajanasa Prajapaksh. Then Shishnodara Paraha Dvijaha. The most worst is all the Dvijas, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, mainly Brahmana, Shishna Udara Paraha. They are busy in eating and Sambhoga. Forgetting all the Vedic, Samskriti, Shastra, Sadhana, उठकर सुबह अपने ध्यानवान उपासना करना, slowly घटकर शिष्णोदर पर. So their control, restraint on the senses and the mind goes away. Then the charm of divinity in them is no more there to command others to follow the right path. Dvijaha Shishna Udara Paraha. Shishna Udara Paraha. Khao, then Shishnam and the other two. Entertainments through all movie, TV, then Nidra. These are the char bhayankar enemy in the Kali Yuga. Shishnam you understood, Udara you understood. Then all type of entertainments, indulgences. Third, fourth one is, we tired all of that, tired of all of Nidra mein. See that Kali Yuga ke Durguna. These all are, when we are studying them, they all are, सब ये तो natural है, ऐसा हमको लग रहा है. But from the standpoint of the Dwapara ending, this is the worst situation. हमको आदत हो गया ना ये नेगेटिविटी सब. क्या प्रॉब्लम स्वामी, जब आप इसमें थक के आता हूँ, 1-2 घंटा टीवी देख लूँ, थोड़ा खाना खा लूँ, अच्छी तरह सो जाऊँ. After all, human life is to enjoy only, no? This type of thing comes into the mind. The other thing, what it means by सुबह उठकर ना ध्यान करना, ये क्या मतलब है? मंदिर जाना, कौन भगवान है, कौन गुरु है, क्या शास्त्र है, इस तरह का बन गया दुनिया. Some selected few hooked on to their gurus and all, they're doing. That also part-time. The other time, the same people will be found in the clubs and all. And those are never associated anywhere. How much Bhayankar? Some are occasional goers to seek the sympathies and all. Anyway, there are very many. Then Avrata, Vatavaha, Ashauchaha. The brahmacharis are without vrata and shuchi. Then Vedaha, Bhikshavaha Kutumbinaha. Bhikshukas become Kutumbins. Means Kutumbins become Bhikshukas, sorry. Bhikshavaha Kutumbina means even the grahasthas go for Bhiksha. On some or the other pretext. Tomorrow I'll explain all that. Then Tapasvinaha Gramavasaha. All the Vanaprasthi Tapasthins start staying in the big cities and towns. Then Nyasina Atyartha Lolupa is the worst. The sannyas is the most miser. This is a very peculiar thing. Tomorrow I'll explain it. अत्यर्थ लोलुपाह न्यासिना. एक्चुअल उनके पास कुछ नहीं होना चाहिए, बट सब इतना वो धन कमाते हैं. एंड टू द पीपल हु आर सर्विंग इन द आश्रम, जो माली होते हैं, किचन स्टाफ होते हैं आश्रमों में, उनको सही नौकरी या सौका की तरह तनख्वाह भी नहीं देते हैं. सन्यासियों के बाद मैं तो ये आंखों देखा हूं कलियुग में. सो कलियुग नेवर स्पेयर्स एनीवन. नॉट ओनली क्षत्र वैश्य शूद्र, ब्राह्मणों को भी, नॉट ओनली ब्रह्मचारी गृहस्थ वानप्रस्थ, संन्यास, किसी को स्पेयर नहीं करेगा. बट अमॉन्ग ऑल दैट, whoever is careful with the sadhanas which Lord will send at the towards the end, our Shukdev ji, anybody is careful with that, he is saved. So in the flow of time, unknowingly when we are involving all the negative things, it just happened. Unknowingly when you eat more and more sugar excessively, एक सडनली वो फिर वो शुगर बढ़ना शुरू होता है. फिर एक बार वो आ गया, डायबिटीज जाएगा नहीं. देयर आल्सो इफ यू डोंट टेक केयर, देन स्लोली इट स्टार्ट्स अफेक्टिंग द वाइटल ऑर्गन्स. एक दिन सडनली पता नहीं कि कुछ ना कुछ हो गया, खत्म. In the same way is the destruction in the world happens when we are not aware slowly. Like the bhukamp and all. Somebody says कि 3 दिन पहले उसने अनाउंस किया ये आने वाला है. अब वो भी कब आएगा बताए नहीं ना, उतना ही तो बोला. अब लोग बाहर भी जा नहीं सकते, सो गए सब, मर गए एकदम. वेरी पेनफुल न्यूज. द होल वर्ल्ड इज टुवर्ड्स दैट ओनली नाउ. कोई भी देश में नहीं होना, वहां भी नहीं होना, सब ठीक ठाक रहने. हे भूमाता क्षमा करो, भूमि धेनुर्धरणी योग धारणी. ओम समुद्रासन विष्णु पत्नी नमस्तुभ्यम. We will see the remaining things tomorrow. How many shlokas? 5, 6, 10 श्लोक में और भी बातें हैं. Let us see about our own Kali Yuga it is. We have to protect ourselves and all around. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate. Om Shanti. Sri Guru Bhyo Namah. Om Bhurvasva Swarenam. Om Nilamega Shyama Krishna Nitya Jagan Bala Gopala Krishna Venugana Lola Vedanta Vedya Navanita Chora Bhakta Jana Dhara Paramadaya Vardi Gītāmృతాత కృష్ణ పరమ యోగీశ కృష్ణ పార్థసారథి రూప కృష్ణ సర్వమంగళం రామ సర్వమంగళం సద్గురు సర్వమంగళం ఓం నదత్ర సూర్యో భాతి చంద్రతారకం నేమా విద్యుతో భాంద్యుతోయమగ్ని తమేవ భాంతం నారాయణాయ విద్మహే వాసుదేవాయ ధీమహి తన్నో విష్ణు ప్రచోదయాత్ మంగళం శ్రీ గురుక్షేత్ర లక్ష్మణి విహారిణే गीताचार्याय मंगलम गुरुदेव नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मोपा ब्रह्मलोकादेवी में गुरु गुरु व्याख्यात वो परब्रह्म भगवान की जय श्रुति माता की जय श्री महाविष्णु भगवान की जय श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण शास्त्र की जय श्री वेदव्यास शुकदेव सूतादि श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण आचार्य की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद. Thank you. 2 minutes I will take to come back for our half an hour study of another text. Thank you. Hari Om all. Narayana